thank you very much. It's an honor to have the president with us. And he's been through a lot. He's been through a tremendous amount, like probably nobody else, almost nobody else in history, if you really get right down to it. And we're going to have a discussion and see what we can come up with. But great honor to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much for this meeting. Five years passed.
Yeah.
So we had meeting again here in New York in September, and now there are a lot of challenges in Ukraine, United States, and of course I want to discuss with you. I think where we are together, I think we have common view that the war in Ukraine has to be stopped and Putin can't win, and Ukrainians have to prevail, and I want to discuss with you the details of our plan of victory.
My honor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have a question for the president? Anybody?
Why did you decide to meet?
I think it's me, or
Both of
to
you.
both us. Okay, thank you so much. First of all, it's very important to share all the plan, all our steps, how we can strengthen Ukraine. And of course, we have to decide it now, because after November, we don't know who is, only Americans decide who will be the president. But we understand that till November, we can't stop Putin. We have to do it. We will try on the battlefield with our heroic soldiers, but we understand that after November, we have to decide, and we hope that the strength of United States will be very strong, and we count on it. That's why I decided to meet with both candidates with all honor to them. Thank you.
Mr. President, Mr. President Trump, so what are your expectations about this meeting? So what I expect to hear from the President Zelenskyy, and what are your expectations?
Say it a little louder, please.
What are your expectations from this meeting? What do you expect to hear from Mr.
Nothing.
Zelenskyy?
Look, this is a meeting, and we have a big race going on right now. I guess 37 days left, and we're leading in the polls, and so we'll see how it all works out. Hopefully it'll work out, but if it does, we're going to work very much with both parties to try and get this settled and get it worked out. It has to end at some point. It has to end. He's gone through hell, and this country has gone through hell like few countries have ever, like it's happened anywhere. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. It's a terrible situation. And I will say I have had a great relationship. It was very honorable. I don't even know if you know this, but when they did the impeachment hoax, it was a hoax, just a Democrat hoax, which we won. But one of the reasons we won it so easily is that when the president was asked, it was over a phone call with the president, and he said he could have grandstanded and played cute, but he didn't do that. He said, President Trump did absolutely nothing wrong. He said it loud and clear, and the impeachment hoax died right there. He could have said, well, I don't know, I don't know. And I never even told you this, to be honest, but he was like a piece of steel. He said President Trump did nothing wrong. We had a very nice call. He congratulated me on his victory. He just won. And I remember that. He could have played cute, and he didn't play cute. And so I appreciated that. So we have a very good relationship. And I also have a very good relationship, as you know, with President Putin. And I think if we win, I think we're going to get it resolved very quickly. I really think we're going to get it resolved.
I hope we have more good relations.
We're going to have, oh, I see. Yeah, but you know, it takes two to tango, you know, and we will, we're going to have a good meeting today. And I think the fact that we're even together today is a very good sign. And hopefully we'll have a good victory, because if the other side wins, I don't think you're going to have victories with anything, to be honest with you. So we're going to sit down and just discuss it. And if we have a win, I think long before January 20th, before I would take the presidency, it's January 20th, but long before that, I think that we can work out something that's good for both sides. It's time. And by the way, the president knows that too. He wants to get something done. He doesn't want to do this. And so we look forward to having them. I mean, I look forward to being with him. But what I said is true. He He was a piece of steel. He gave a very honest, straight answer, and that it really essentially ended the impeachment hoax. And I appreciated that. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, President.
Some Republicans were upset about President Zelenskyy.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Everybody, please escort out the press.
You want to go this way?
That was former President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelenskyy taking questions before the two meet privately. We heard Zelenskyy there calling for support from the U.S. and saying they need U.S. support and are counting on U.S. support regardless of who gets elected in the U.S. this November. And so they are meeting with both Vice President Harris, or the president, I should say, is meeting with Vice President Harris and also with former President Trump. And ABC's Patrick Reevell joins me now for more on this. Patrick, how significant is this meeting given Trump's previous comments on Ukraine and Zelenskyy at the debate and on the campaign trail as of late?
Hi, Dan. Yeah, I think it's a very significant meeting for both men, really, but particularly the Ukrainians will have been very relieved that it's taken place because since President Zelenskyy arrived in the U.S., we know that they've been trying to make sure that they have a meeting not only with Vice President Harris and with President Biden, but also with former President Trump, because the Ukrainians all the way through this war have been very concerned about support, about American support for Ukraine becoming a partisan issue and becoming something that Republicans are opposed to. And I think the comments all through the week that we've been hearing from President Trump and other members of his campaign and other Republicans were very worrying for Zelensky's team, because we've seen President Trump at one point call Zelenskyy just a salesman, disparaging him at a rally and suggesting that that Russia was most likely to win the war. We saw even Republican Speaker Mike Johnson refused to meet with Zelenskyy while he was in Washington, and even calling for the firing of the Ukrainian ambassador to the U.S. over Zelensky's visit to an arms factory in Pennsylvania. So I think the Ukrainians and Zelensky's team will be very relieved that this has taken place. We saw, obviously, President Trump say that it was a great honor that he was there. He also wanted to talk about Zelensky's involvement in this call during his impeachment there. But I think there will be a great deal of relief on the Ukrainian side that this has taken place, Diane.
All right, Patrick Reevell, thank you.